ready to give Jesus to the world, he chose a good and pure woman named Mary to be his mother. Mary lived in the little village of Nazareth and was engaged to be married to Joseph, a humble carpenter who lived nearby. One day when Mary was alone, God sent his messenger, the angel Gabriel, to appear before her.
Hail Mary, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women.
Mary was at first frightened and confused by this greeting of the angel of God. But then Gabriel told her that God had chosen her to give birth to Jesus.
Fear not, Mary, for you are special in God's eyes. Behold, he has chosen you to bring forth a son, and you shall call him Jesus. And he will be called the Son of God, and his kingdom shall have no end.
This news filled Mary's heart with great joy and happiness. She replied to Gabriel, saying,
I will happily carry God's will.
Not long after he had spoken to Mary, the angel Gabriel appeared to Joseph one night as he slept. In Joseph's dream, the angel of the Lord told him of God's plan. When Joseph awoke, he went to Mary with joy in his heart.
Now at that time, the land they lived in was ruled by the Romans, who were mighty but wicked rulers of an enormous empire. The chief ruler, a man named Caesar Augustus, was mean and greedy. He wanted to tax everyone in the land to raise money for himself and the Romans. So he issued a decree: every man shall return to the place of his birth to be taxed.
And so Joseph and Mary left Nazareth to return to the small village of Bethlehem, about 90 miles away, where Joseph had been born. It was a difficult journey across the hot land, but after 6 long days and nights, they finally reached Bethlehem. By then, Mary was very tired and about to give birth.
But when they arrived, the city was already very crowded with other people who had come back to be registered, and all the inns were full. But Joseph sought shelter at several inns away, and hoped that someone might spare room for Mary.
You have traveled a long way, and my wife is very tired. Is there any room in your inn? I'm sorry, I have no room.
And so it went on at every inn.
Sorry, mine is full.
But one innkeeper looked at Mary, who was great with child, and felt sorry for her. He said,
I have no room in my inn, but you may stay in my stable out in the back. We thank you very much for your kindness, sir.
The stable was for animals, for the donkeys, cows, and sheep that people had brought with them. But Mary and Joseph were grateful for any shelter they could get in that little town of Bethlehem.
Come and see what's happened in the barn. I've seen nothing like this since I've been on this farm. No strangers camping out there have a baby in their arms. Come and see what's happened in the barn. Come and see what's happened in the barn. I've seen nothing like this since I've been on this farm. No strangers camping out there have a baby in their arms. Come and see what's happened in the barn.
that night Mary gave birth. Jesus was born.
The Lord Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, the everlasting Prince of Peace, for he is called all these things, was born to a simple carpenter and his wife. And to make baby Jesus comfortable, Mary wrapped him in swaddling, clean strips of white cloth and laid him down gently in the soft hay in the manger, the animals' feeding box.
Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus lay down his
shepherds watching their flocks of sheep on the steep hills surrounding Bethlehem. The shepherds were poor men who wore rough, simple clothing. For them, nights were usually dark, cold, and lonely. But the night that Jesus was born, the angel Gabriel suddenly appeared above them in the sky. The shepherds had never seen an angel, and they were frightened. The angel of God soon comforted them, saying,
Fear not, good shepherds, for I have wonderful news. Today in the city of Bethlehem a child was born. This child shall grow up to be our king. Not just any king, but the king of all kings, the world's Savior. Please tell us where we can find him. Where is he?
We want to find him.
You shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger.
Then suddenly a whole host, a multitude, and heavenly angels appeared in the sky. They herald or announced the news of baby Jesus. Glory to the newborn King, they exclaimed. He shall bring peace and goodwill to all men.
It's amazing. It's so bright.
Yes, it's trying to tell us something.
Maybe it is. Could it be a sign that the Savior has come, the one that the prophet showed us so long ago?
Yes, that's it.
Let's follow it.
Upon their camels, the three wise men journeyed for several weeks, faithfully following the star shining brightly in the sky, until it stood over the stable in Bethlehem where the holy infant lay.
When they saw the baby Jesus, the three wise men fell on their knees in humble worship. They laid at the feet of baby Jesus the valuable treasures they had brought with which to honor him. The first king gave him gold, the second king gave him sweet-smelling frankincense, and the third king gave him perfume like myrrh. For they knew they had last found their Savior, God's Son, who had come to bring peace on earth on that holy night.